You're watching The Source on CNN Philippines. I'm Pinky Webb. Our source today, Migrante International chairperson Joanna Concepcion. Joanna, welcome to The Source. Thank you so much for your time.
Good morning, Pinky.
All right, so Foreign Affairs Secretary Enrique Manalo said that he already raised the issue of clemency for Mary Jane Veloso with his Indonesian counterpart. And we have yet to hear word if President Marcos will raise this again with Indonesian President Joko Widodo. Of course, I'm sure we are hopeful, but what are your expectations? Are you hoping, wishing, finally, sana, positive news on Mary Jane's case this time around?
Yes, of course, Pinky, we have not lost hope, for the past 8 years that we have been calling for Mary Jane's immediate freedom and release back to the Philippines. Her family has been fighting for her life for the past 13 years that she has been in prison in Indonesia. And in this meeting this morning that will take place between the two presidents, we expect that no less than President Marcos Jr. himself raises the case of Mary Jane Veloso to his counterpart, President Widodo. We appreciate the efforts of the DFA, of course, to raising it to the Indonesian delegation. However, it would make a more powerful statement and impact if President Marcos himself raises the direct appeal for clemency for Mary Jane. And also, hopefully, an opportunity to have significant discussion between the two governments on how they can combat human trafficking in the ASEAN region. I know human trafficking has been increasing. Cases of human trafficking have been increasing. And so Mary Jane's case is very important in the outcome of her case.
Yes, Joanna, sorry about that. Someone was speaking to me. Okay, I understand what you're saying. Human trafficking, Mary Jane Veloso was sentenced in 2010. She's been in jail since 2010 in Indonesia. And also
Correct.
For context, no, Joanna, this is not if the president, and hopefully he does, I mean, he may bring this up with the Indonesian president. President Marcos has brought this up twice. I think one time in 2022 through the DFA, and then another time in 2023, I think during the ASEAN summit. So in the
yes, Pinky. In the ASEAN summit last year, according to the news, that President Marcos asked President Widodo very briefly, because he said that they did not have enough time to discuss it extensively, and that's what we're asking for today. That there would be at least significant time allotted in their agenda to place Mary Jane's case as a priority. But President Marcos has asked to re-examine Mary Jane's case, but not made the direct appeal yet.
yeah.
As the president. So one also we are also expecting is that President Marcos also discusses with President Widodo the legal case of Mary Jane against her recruiters and her traffickers here in the Philippines. And that was the basis for the temporary stay of execution that was granted to Mary Jane by the Indonesian government in 2015. And so many are asking in Indonesia, how is the case going here in the Philippines? Have the traffickers of Mary Jane been punished? And the case has been pending, has not moved. Mary Jane has not yet testified and provided her deposition, and this could really help. Also, an additional strong effort by the Philippine government to help secure her immediate freedom, because in legally proving she is a victim could be further evidence for the Indonesian government to grant Mary Jane clemency.
All right. I want to bring this in, Joanna. So my producers are telling me that there's been a statement just now that the president will raise this as I have always done. This is coming from Secretary Cheloy. Okay, so that being the case, what are the other plans? I read somewhere that you, or the family rather, plans to send a letter to President Marcos and President Joko Widodo, or / even hope to have a brief meeting with them. Could you share us any details about this?
Sure. We are actually on our way to Menjola. The family, both Mary Jane's parents as well as her two sons, have traveled from Nueva Ecija to Manila yesterday so that they can deliver handwritten letters, both to, one for President Marcos and then one for President Widodo as well. And the content of these letters are they're humanitarian appeal, for clemency for Mary Jane, and ensuring that her immediate freedom, and particularly the family's appeal to President Marcos Jr. is that he of course raises the appeal for clemency, but also gives an opportunity for the family to meet with him to discuss the family's pleas, to discuss the family and Mary Jane's condition as well.
And of course, we will continue to stay updated on the developments on this story. Thank you so much for your time, Migrante International chairperson Joanna Concepcion. And thank you for joining us here on The Source. I'm Pinky Webb. You're watching CNN Philippines.